I'm Amber, and I'll be your host today on Rock Solid Concrete Connection. Join us as we follow Anthony, Harvey, and the crew as they put in a beautiful outdoor living area complete with a kitchen and fireplace. Today our client wants to turn a small and boring backyard into a place where he can entertain clients and family. Anthony has already spoken with the client who wants the stamped patio, sitting walls, a fireplace, and cooking area complete in 2 weeks. The client would also like his driveway replaced with stamped concrete that will match the backyard patio. This job will prove to be a challenge for Anthony and his crew, as they not only face time constraints, but also the unpredictable weather that this region of Colorado has to offer. Stay with us and see if he's up to the challenge on this episode of Rock Solid Concrete Connection.
Anyone could build a patio, but I could create a piece of art that will last a lifetime.
Rock Solid is a concept not seen on network television before. Rock Solid Concrete Connection. 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 Solid concrete connection. Rock 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 solid concrete connection.
In this mud-drenched area here, we will be building a New England style fireplace, gas-fired, complete with natural stone veneer with the big wooden mantle across the top. I'd show you the blueprints, but they are in my mind, and you'll have to see as we go along with the process. Right here will be a decorative sitting wall to match the fireplace with the same stone veneer with a stamped concrete cap with low voltage lighting on the face. Stoned on both sides of the wall, used for beauty and for a sitting area also. Right in this area here is where our grilling area will be. We'll be complete with gas grill right here, outdoor sink for the condiments, stainless steel drawer for all cooking utensils with a refrigerator down below, with the backsplash with the upper countertop for bar stools, entertaining, and sitting area as well. Right here we'll have the same decorative walls we're going to have on the other side for sitting, for looks, and for beauty, with stone faced on both sides with a stamped concrete cap with low voltage lighting on the face also.
Over the next few days, Anthony and his crew lay the footings and begin building the skeleton of what will be the sitting walls, bar cooking area, and a fireplace.
We're busting butt. We got concrete at 12:30. It's about 9 o'clock now. We got to get everything built up. We're dry stacking all our blocks. We have huge drilling dowel holes in. We can pound our rebar uprights in. Everything will be core filled solid. Hopefully if everything goes good. If we don't get no rain, we should be good today. On schedule.
Due to the logistics of the backyard area, the crew is having to bring in the concrete one wheelbarrow at a time.
Right now we're grout filling all the walls with the 4,000 PSI concrete, making sure to vibrate each one of them so they're solid filled. So tomorrow we can start forming our concrete countertops and all our caps.
With experience and know-how, the crew works well together and completes the core filling ahead of schedule. Once the core filling is done, forms are built for the caps. Even though the job is ahead of schedule, Mother Nature has a schedule of her own, and the rain begins to fall.
Wednesday afternoon, about 2:30. We got rain last night. We got rain today. We were going to try to pour tomorrow morning our concrete countertop caps. Let's see what happens. We're going to take an hour break, maybe get to late lunch, see what happens from there. Come back this evening, keep on forming to get this poured by Thursday. Stay on track.
Through the mud and the rain, Anthony and his crew continue to work and push forward. Will their efforts be enough to meet the deadline? We'll find out when we return on Rock Solid Concrete Connection. The rain has stopped and Anthony moves ahead with the concrete caps as scheduled. But Mother Nature isn't the only one determined to delay this project. The concrete truck, which was supposed to arrive at 7 a.m., is now over 30 minutes late. When the truck arrives, it's a welcome sight, and Anthony knows that the work can now push forward. Once again, the concrete is brought in one wheelbarrow at a time and placed one shovelful at a time into the cap forms. This needs to be done quickly so that the concrete can be leveled and smoothed off before it hardens. But the guys fill it shovel by shovel by shovel. Until the forms are filled and the concrete is smoothed out and begins to look the way Anthony envisioned.
Finishing aid works better.
And it becomes time to stamp the concrete. It's amazing how this tiny piece of rubber can make concrete look so incredible. Anthony puts on the finishing touch. The next day, when the concrete has hardened, the forms are removed, the excess powder brushed off, and the stamped concrete is power washed. When the powder has been washed off, the beauty of the stamped concrete begins to show through. A few days earlier, the ground was wet, muddy, and almost impossible to work in. Today, the ground is dry and cracked.
Everything's gearing up great. We got the fireplace ready for the next phase. We got the plumbing for the sink, drain, cold water, grilling area, all the electricals in, gas, all compacted, all graded. We have Rafa putting in the rebar. Everything's gearing up to be a great day for tomorrow so we can get this thing forward.
There's not a cloud in the sky, and the temperatures are supposed to climb into the upper 90s. Even though nature is not flooding the area, sometimes the fates can be cruel and cause everyday objects to be uncooperative. But eventually work continues on the fireplace.
As we build more and more on the fireplace, we take more steps. We decided to add 2 more courses on this outside edge and 2 more courses on the chimney with a tapered edge up on top, a 2-foot sitting wall around the perimeter. That should be pretty nice. That should work out.
One problem that can be encountered when pouring a patio is the change in the height of pathways. In this case, the entrance to the yard needs to be raised slightly.
Well, what we're doing here is just trying to get this post up out of here. Basically, so we can raise it so it'll line up with the form. And it's quite a bit of work. You know, it sounds easy, but it's a lot of digging, a lot of picking, a lot of physical work. So we getting there in due time.
Yeah. The concrete go down quite a ways?
Oh yeah, at least about a couple feet, if not a little further.
And you need to make sure that the water still drains away from the house. With everything clean and the rebar in place, it's time to bring in the concrete for the patio.
Yeah, it's just a gauge.
Right here.
With temperatures again soaring into the 90s, even the mornings are getting hot fast. The patio needs to be poured, smoothed out, and stamped before it gets too dry. The first loads are already drying fast. Will they get it stamped in time? Stay tuned for the conclusion of rock-solid concrete connection. Rafa works quickly to smooth out the drying concrete. In the meantime, Jesse begins preparing the surface to be stamped. Since the driveway is also being poured, it will need to be stamped as well. With the patio stamped, the crew can now turn their attention back to the fireplace. And the stoneworkers are here to begin putting on the stone. But there was an issue with the grout. The owner felt it was too dark to go with the patio color. So as another delay presented itself, all the grout had to be removed and new grout put in to replace it.
Well, we got the countertop area done for the refrigerator due to the fact that the refrigerator wasn't going to fit underneath the countertop. Homeowner wanted a 36-inch final finish counter height, and unfortunately, the refrigerator was 36 inches tall. He couldn't find another one that would accommodate his needs, so we resorted into building this, a separate section for the refrigerator to be in.
Now that the grout and refrigerator issues have been resolved, the crew has only a few more days to finish the job. Anthony makes sure to touch up the paint on the house to make the work area look fresh and new. Everyone works hard to finish the job. A final coat of sealer is put on the stamped concrete. Day 14 arrives and Anthony comes to do a final inspection of the work before presenting it to the homeowner. With the hard work and dedication of Anthony and his crew, the job was completed on time and on budget. The homeowner was very happy with the job well done. Tune in to the next episode of Rock Solid Concrete Connection and see what is in store for Anthony. Until next time, this is Amber. Stay rock solid.